Welcome, everybody, to the second ever This Is My Bourbon Podcast live. I am your host, Perry. With me, as always, is my co-host and my dear, dear friend, Eric the Whiskey Mutant Smith.
I'm fucking here. Could you...
No, whatever your question is, the answer is no.
No, like, could you imagine, though, if we would have done, like, walkout music, like introductions and stuff like that? Who would you have announce us?
I don't know, but I cannot get over the fact that there is just music that we're now competing with. And the fact that they started
right when we started.
As soon as we did.
Lord have mercy.
It's not quiet either.
So, I know you like surprises.
I love surprises.
So I thought, who better to introduce you tonight? None other than the ascot-wearing son of a... I'm just joking. He's not here. Perry
I was going to
sweating.
say, for free?
No.
He was going to show up here for free?
No. You know what I do, though? You know what you would walk out to? What would I walk out to?
You would... Misery Business by Paramore.
If you were walking out tonight, I was going to play...
Is it Grease? Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, it's Grease.
No, it's not Grease.
I don't believe you. So this is definitely a joke for anybody who's listening in afterwards, but this is Your Body is a Wonderland by John Mayer.
That's what you would walk out to. So
You say that, but I don't know. Let's start. I think we started out pretty hot, so we need to kind of dial it back a little bit. First of all, thank you all so much for being here. This is incredible, and the music I feel like is getting louder every single time that I start talking. It's not quiet. It is not quiet, but I would expect nothing less from this particular event. I got to ask this because I like doing this and seeing what the deal is, but put your hands together if you've listened to the podcast before. Again. Well, the other half of that question is put your hands together if you've never listened to the podcast before.
Oh, bartender in the back. Let's go.
And also this gentleman here in the beautiful trucker hat.
Yes.
What's your name, sir?
Brian.
Hi, Brian. I'm Perry. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, my name's Eric, too. Sorry. I'm the rude ass who doesn't say anything.
You jerk.
You jerk.
Let's go ahead and get things rolling along, shall we?
Let's do it.
We have two special guests that we have in store for everybody tonight. You know them from... I don't even know where that sentence was going.
You're the host.
Yeah, I know. I've been doing this for 4 years, and I still don't know what I'm doing.
I'm just here.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Wonderland. Your body is a wonderland. Your body is a wonderland.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our good friends, Jason from the Mash and Drum and Chad from MyDailyBourbon. Now, I want to say something right here. You all just did, the two Chads, so Chad from It's Bourbon Night is also here, and he just made, you all just did a visual joke for literally only the two people who are sitting up here that could see you.
Damn it.
Wow.
Get off the stage.
Wow.
I'm done. I'm done with him.
I'm already doing better than you, Eric, so it's okay.
You good? I know, right? Yeah. But the thing, I think it might be a little bit louder for us than it is everybody else because their speakers are probably exactly...
I'm just going to take over the mic from those singers right there right now. To love somebody. Bring over that family reunion over here, everybody. Let's make this real. Let's get uncomfortable.
Dude, I'm feeling it. My pants are about to come off right now.
So we normally start the show out with a segment called Flying Blind, or we've been doing since Eric joined.
Or we're going to do both of them. So we're doing both of them.
Sorry. Eric has provided a question mark blind sample for all of us. Just shoot your whiskey, bro. I don't even know what's happening anymore. You know what's bad is that I can only hear about 50% of what's going on up here. They are so loud. Don't they know we're doing a podcast over here? It's
No,
because we're gonna party with them later.
Baby,
oh, there she is! Hey, everybody!
Hey!
All right.
What was that for?
Who was that? Was that your grandma?
Apparently that's
Eric's
the person
new
we're supposed
girlfriend.
to dance with. She's ready for her dance.
Head on over, man.
Oh.
We got this.
Oh my gosh!
Lord have mercy.
All right, so this this sample is blind. Okay. I have no idea what's going on here. Eric said that he was just going to pour this for us. So, what do you guys think about the nose?
It's a good build-up, I'll tell you that.
That was kind of a nice build-up, honestly. And I felt like he was saying, the nose, the nose, the nose, the nose.
Hints of chocolate, cinnamon,
And a little bit of
pastrami.
The worst nose ever.
Cinnamon, vanilla, and pastrami sounds kind of good.
You know, this is kind of what happens, I guess, when you book your event at a hotel with conference center space. So we'll see.
Round of applause for
Hey.
the band next door.
All right, we got a few minutes when they're not playing. Let's go try to get through this.
Yeah, let's go. I will be here all the week.
What do y'all think?
I don't think it's finished. That's my first thing.
See, I was thinking toasted.
It's a finished rye. Trust me.
Yeah.
I like the nose, though.
Yeah. It smells like apple pie.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's
Hell
definitely
no.
not a scotch.
It's not a scotch.
What's that?
It's Eric's favorite thing in the world.
Ooh,
Oh, it's got some.
this is
It's got some heat to it. Some
ridiculously
proof.
sweet on the nose, actually. But
It's got some tannins, my man.
Tannins, my man. Put that on a shirt.
Tannins, my manins.
Tannins, my man.
I need to go home.
That's what the underwear would say.
Anybody got a guess? We got to do. You want to do like a mini competition? Or
Yeah, you want to do Matt Madness real quick?
You want to do like social media?
I suck at Matt
podcast,
Madness, everybody
YouTube,
knows.
right
YouTube?
here?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do
yeah.
it.
I'm terrible.
All the stuff right
Age
now.
proof and what else?
State of distillation.
Okay.
Is it finished?
I'm going to say it's not finished.
I'm going to say not finished as well.
Okay.
After drinking, I'd say not finished, but it
Yeah.
nose is like a...
I would say 115 proof.
I think it's a little higher there,
Do you?
Perry.
Yeah, Perry.
very condescending.
Yeah.
The
Perry.
condescending tone there was wild.
I'm sorry, I'm battling a freaking wedding band over there. I'm just saying.
Jason's fired up.
No.
I feel the heat coming off of him right now.
I think those are all family members
They are. It's
who play
Oh,
music.
like
together.
like the family members are in the band?
Yeah.
Oh, like
like
Bob and
Slipknot.
Like,
Do you want to? Hey, can somebody go through the door right there?
No. Eric.
No.
he would do it.
You know that there's always one person in the group who is just ready for anything, and as
Oh,
soon as
yeah.
you even joke about it,
He needs a handler.
stands up.
Someone be on Eric.
Yeah.
Just watch him.
All right. Age.
Oh, my God.
7 years.
7 years.
7
okay.
years.
It's got some good bite. I'm going to say 5 years.
5 years.
I was going to say 7.01 years.
He's playing the Price is Right game.
Yeah.
$1.
$1, Drew.
Just last thing, distillery. What?
I don't know. I just can't.
I'm just used to it now. I'm used to this. This is part of the show.
Yeah, y'all paid
You have
for
to
this.
just expect this now.
Yeah, distillery.
I don't know. I'm fixated on. I've had some Blue Note juke joint picks that reminded me of this.
Interesting.
So I'm just kind of stuck on it because Green River Distilling is doing that stuff, and it's a high rye, and I got that spice. It's reminding me of it. It could. I'm probably completely wrong, but that's what it's reminding me of that.
I'm gonna go with turkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Okay.
Knob Creek.
Okay. All right. Is that it?
That's it.
All
I
right.
guess. I don't know.
Let it fly.
This is. God, I hate to say he's right. This is a Knob Creek pick.
Really?
Really?
This is a 16-year.
16?
This was picked. This was a Monster Mash 2. It was a Halloween pick that a local store did, and it's 16 years old.
This was an Ernie's pick, right?
Nah, unlimited, I think. Unlimited.
It's so light.
yeah.
It's so light for 16.
Yeah, I know. It
years.
doesn't. It doesn't drink like 120 at all.
Not at all. This was
Here
a
we are,
classic.
here we are, all the whiskey nerds,
a
just
classic,
looking at the color of the
a
whiskey
classic
in the glass.
mutant curveball.
Yes.
So yeah, I was. This
so
was really. I've only had this like
you had it
once
once.
before.
We had it for Halloween.
Yeah.
It's also spicier than I'm used to any knob. I mean,
Yeah.
it's proof, but there's some good spice to it on this one. It's nice.
I like it a lot.
No,
This is 100. This is 120 proofer.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So there you go.
All right.
Fantastic.
But we also have because we're throwing everything together. We're doing a little bit of sips and snacks as well.
Yes.
Now,
You got to do a pour over.
What does that mean?
So you take the little.
find the
Debbie,
guy who's never listened to the show before on stage.
Take a bite of it, and then we pour our whiskey over top of it. And it's just, and then we eat it. Let's pour over.
All right. That sounds.
Should have brought a fork.
That sounds completely healthy.
Are there any forks left back there?
Has anyone got any forks?
Can we get a
Fuck
John
the
Hughes?
fork.
Could you bring a fork up, please?
If he puts a fork on this stage, I'm cutting the mic. This guy eats cakes and donuts with forks, and it makes me absolutely mad. It pisses me off to the point. Chad, don't even. Don't. You dip. I knew he was going to do that.
I don't know what you're
Seriously.
doing anymore either. I will say, the last thing that I expected tonight was to have a full band playing music next to us.
Usually you got to pay for this kind of stuff, so we
10
shouldn't
bit,
really
baby.
be complaining.
This is better than any comedy show that. You're all clapping for the band? You're clapping for the band! Woo! Yeah, it's official. We do just need to take this wall down. For sure.
Yeah.
That is so funny to me.
Under the boardwalk.
All right.
Under the boardwalk.
I hear we have a
I thought I
fan.
heard a drum solo ensuing. I was getting ready to battle, but no, it didn't happen. All right, pour the
God.
whiskey in the
Yep.
cake.
Pour it right over there.
Jason, you're going to have to go over there
Yeah.
Or
and
you
have a drum battle with them after we're done here.
Dude, that's really good.
Oh God.
That's really good.
You're not wrong.
I'm not looking at you.
Oh my God. I highly recommend the pour over.
I told you. Not
Mash and drum approved.
Forks are okay.
I'm so glad you put me on this side.
It's so hard to eat a zebra cake with a fork.
Did you see how he was doing? Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I just want you to remember this.
You know what
Chet,
he's thinking
he
right
can't,
now?
He can't hurt you.
I see fork you right above his head.
Yeah. So glad I'm over here.
So, we were going to put you all next to each other, but I think this is probably
I
a
would've-
better.
I wouldn't do that.
Guys, what have you been drinking recently? We'll start with Eric and then work our way around.
Oh man, what have I been drinking? You all tell me because everybody was just pouring me everything last night, and I don't even know what was going on. Everything. Tell me that.
Can we
that-
talk about the thing that we
No,
ate last
that,
night? Yes, no. No, let's talk about the thing we ate last night, which was single-handedly the worst thing I have ever eaten. I don't want any more, Dawn.
What did Dom feed you?
It was a durian snack cake
A what?
Durian, like the fruit.
You know what durian is?
Durian? Is that like
Yeah.
out of Game of Thrones?
Yeah, he actually wound up winning the throne at the end of the show.
It tasted like rotten hamburger meat.
It's the smelliest fruit in the world.
Rotten hamburger
Oh,
meat.
I have heard. I saw that. Yeah.
It's what is it like on Andrew Zimmern's like 5 foods that he will never eat? Yeah. It was the worst, legitimately the worst thing I've ever eaten in my entire life. Like to the point where it was somehow lodged in my sinuses.
I can smell it through the phone. When I watched the video,
When you watched it back, yeah.
How did Donnie get one?
Well, Don, it was from Hawaii.
He confiscated it in his butt.
He
brought it
he
over
got
here.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want one later.
Yeah. Nope.
Yeah, there's plenty.
I will say, excuse me, the way it smells is like if a fart farted. Like it's that bad. It's really terrible. Anyway, what have we been drinking recently? Let's start talking.
I got to talk about that light whiskey finished in that was aged in Jack Daniel's
in the
barrels.
Jack Daniel's barrels from the
I had
Turds.
that last night. These guys, oh my god,
Well.
so good, so good.
Yeah, so 7. I got a mic now.
Yeah, I realized that.
David and Karen
realized
from the
what I did,
ShelfTurds. WhiskeyChannelDotCom.
7-year-old MGP light whiskey aged its entire life in used Jack Daniel's barrels at 128.5 proof. Beautiful. And there's a bottle in there thanks to Mr. Jeffrey Wack. And I know you had some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, girl. Wink.
And then
Yeah.
somebody won one today.
Yeah, and then somebody won one today. We gave one away. There it is.
Who won that? Was that Tammy?
Oh, there we go.
WhiskeyChannel.com. Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, get it.
Thank you, Kira.
That was good. And then me and we had a little Four Roses pick by Dixon Deadman.
Yeah, we had just a nice little moment of clarity before the show started, and it was a Dixon and Jamie Four Roses OESK 10-year, 2-month pick
That
together.
was was delicious.
Yep.
And I don't use delicious.
Sorry you missed it,
Sorry,
Chad.
you were
No,
here.
I had to work today, so.
So did I. I was doing this.
I almost said how well the music matched this, the mood, till you ruined it. So.
But maybe. Jason, what have you been drinking recently?
Recently. God, single barrels and more single barrels.
I think
Lots
we've
of-
been doing kind of the same thing, especially
Yeah.
with the. So it's no secret if you've been listening to the show recently, but we have been drinking a lot of EJ Curley single barrels.
I actually bought my first bottle of it today based on your reaction to it.
Do you know what single barrel it was?
I haven't tried it yet, so.
Well, it said the only reason I asked that specific question is because it says on the back like the number.
No, I haven't looked
everything.
at it yet.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
That's whatever. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, no, it's fine.
But yeah, so funny story about EJ Curley. I was doing a live stream from my hotel in Bardstown, and we were just sitting there hanging out, and this drunk woman comes over, and it's like, just so you know, I got the EJ Curley's coming out really soon. You should buy it. And I'm like, excuse me, what? Who are you? So she's like, my husband invested. We got EJ Curley. Just look for that label. I swear it's coming out. And I was like, again, who are you?
So it was really great to meet Robin Williams. Then I'm assuming.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but she was obviously inebriated and couldn't. All she kept saying was EJ Curley, like repeating it over, like best marketing ever. Kept repeating it, and then I didn't hear about it again until your episode. I'm like, oh, this shit is real. It's an actual.
It's real and it's really good. I
yeah,
mean,
but they're pretty tight-lipped on where it comes from, correct?
No, we did the whole interview, the whole episode with them and everything, and we got done recording, and I'm just now realizing how many bottles of Fireball are on the table in front of us, but
It's a lot. It's a lot.
but I am out of curiosity, I want to know what's going on, and I asked them, okay, so where is this from? And they were like, we're not going to tell you. We want it to be based on, the quality of the whiskey, not where it's from.
Yeah, we did the whole off air, like nothing.
Like we're not going to tell them.
And they're like, fuck y'all.
But the thing is, now here we are, telling everybody that that's how it went down. But yeah, they haven't said where it's from.
Yeah.
The fact that they are out at Camp Nelson makes me think that maybe it's a Wild Turkey product that they're sourcing, but at the same time, I can't get over. Everybody say thank you to the band.
It was a lovely rendition of Tom Petty.
Yeah.
Big fan.
I love that song. I genuinely love that song.
Yeah, me too.
But, yeah.
I just love Tom Petty.
But yeah, we couldn't get anything out of them. So
They're really nice, though.
It's unfortunate, but
They didn't say fuck.
I'm curious. Yeah, they didn't.
Well, I almost said Tom Petty. Wild Turkey. Wild Turkey, not Tom Petty, does source, much to the denial of a lot of people. They, Bardstown Bourbon Company utilizes turkey and a couple of other places as well. So, but they'll tell you that if it's sourced. A lot of times Campari is utilizing the same mash bill and yeast strain at other distilleries, not so much that it's distilled at Wild Turkey, but it's distilled at other places. It's almost a contract distilling type situation. So there's been stories of Buffalo Trace distilling for Wild Turkey as well as some other distilleries as well. So that's why we've seen some weird, some weird releases happen where it has the turkey mash bill, but they don't say turkey. It's a lot of weird stuff that happens like that.
There's an accordion?
Is it time to polka?
Oh, God.
Wow. All right, this is a song called Eat It. Chad, what about you? What have you been drinking recently?
I had some Sweet and Cove Tennessee last night.
Yeah?
I actually liked it.
I just bought that bottle. How was it?
I enjoyed it.
I got talked into it by the taster person over at Justin's House of Bourbon. She was like, "You haven't had the Tennessee? It's a blend of Tennessee and Kentucky." I'm like, "That sounds wrong."
It's the dumbest name I've ever seen in bourbon marketing.
Well, I mean,
it's the cheapest name. Let's just take the T out in Tennessee and just put a K in front of it. Tennessee. Yeah.
Now we're
Well, I
together.
said
It's
that,
fine.
yeah.
We saw that name, and the both of us went, is this a joke?
Yeah. Like, what the hell?
I think distilleries are at the point where they're trolling us.
Well, I mean, they announced it on April Fool's Day.
You have Tennessee.
But
Jim Beam is releasing Hardin's Creek, which is a two-year,
Let's talk about that.
$80 bourbon. I think they're laughing at us. Like, watch these
Thank you.
assholes buy this shit. Watch.
See, there's finally somebody else on the podcast who swears.
I know, finally.
But I don't understand the move behind that. Like, either they have so much faith in what Freddie's doing there that they go, yeah, we'll just put out whatever the heck
No,
you
we're
think
paying
we
for
should.
their experiments. They don't want to make it a total loss.
We have to be.
Well, yeah, that's all
Yeah.
it is.
Well, I mean, they kind of introduced it to us through the last Little Book release. They had some 2-year-old whiskey in there. We didn't know we didn't know the proportions.
Worst Little Book
But it
release
just,
to date.
who knows how much of that 2-year stuff was in there. But now they're just like, you know what? And if you actually read the press release, it's hilarious. It says, limited, rare release. So not only is it limited,
But it's also
very
rare.
First time only. Rare.
and it's 2 years old. How is a 2-year-old whiskey limited and rare? Look, it's 2 years old.
Well, it's a mathematical oddity, is what it is.
That's what it is. There you go.
Thank you, Mosick. Oh yeah. Sorry. Thank you, Scott. But yeah, Tennessee is.
That's it.
Yeah,
That's all you
I'm
see.
interested in trying it. We're getting sent a bottle right now. So.
Tennessee, you're getting sent about from, okay.
From them.
Wait,
Which what?
Wait,
Which
one?
What do you mean?
The Tennessee or the 2-year shit?
The Tennessee.
Oh, good luck with that.
Okay.
No, I heard it's good.
No,
That's
I mean
why
I'm
bought
excited about it. We're gonna have Mary Ann back on the podcast.
$60
to talk about it.
$60. It's the blend, and
Yeah.
it's finished in French oak.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've lost control of what's happening right now.
I
Basically,
bought
what he's saying is he hopes you enjoy it, but in the worst way possible.
Listen,
Good. Yeah,
hey,
that's
listen.
kind of what I felt too. Yeah.
I bought a bottle. You want me to bring it out and we can crack it open and try it?
Do you have it right now?
It's in my car. I'm getting it.
See,
All right,
All right, Tennessee coming at you.
live first live first reaction.
So this is how you do a live show.
We just
People are just like, well, we're just going to fucking do this. We're just going to walk off on stage.
he's one of the guests.
I know, but I was like, I wasn't,
somebody in the audience. It was a guy that we had.
I
on
wasn't
the
prepared
microphone.
for this, though. I thought I was the one that was going to be able.
Anything else you've been drinking while we're waiting for Jason to come back with this bottle?
I had Buzzard's Roost Cigar Ride the other night. That was really good. I was actually surprised by that. Penelope Light Whiskey, and that's about it for this week.
Damn. Yeah. Good answers.
Who are you, Mr. Insult Comic from the 80s?
85, represent. So I guess we're going to do an impromptu review then, right?
I guess so.
Sure.
Of Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Wow.
You're blinding me.
All of us.
Oh, 40.
Look at that butt. That's like going back there. Those jeans right there, boy. I like that.
You said it's a full moon.
It ain't no full moon. Jason's going to come back and be like, what the hell is going on?
Pour something in his glass and tell him it's what's in that one. Just see how it is.
Whoever said fireball, yes, that would be hilarious. I think we're in a good, little bit of down. No, never mind.
Is that saxophone?
I think it's a MIDI saxophone.
Damn. The guy from the Lost Boys? He's like, that guy?
That's not what I meant, but I love that.
Oh.
Bye, Chad. Yeah, I know, but I had to call you out for it. Yeah. Love you, buddy. Go take care of your wife.
All right. Apparently we got another blind from the crowd.
No, we'll talk about it later. Yeah. And then
we're going to review that. All right, so,
we just got blinded by
Chad, have
Mossack.
you been drinking anything else?
No.
Okay. This is a blind from our friend Mossack.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I point out one thing that I've been drinking? Because it always gets back around to me, and then we move on.
Well, Perry, what have
you
you been
Perry,
drinking?
what have you been drinking recently?
So I think that
Wait, Perry, what have you been drinking?
water. So apparently he's now the patron saint of our podcast weekends, but Don brought a 1990 bottle of Blanton's, which is older than I am.
it's older than I am as well, but not Eric.
It was,
Yeah, I am older than you. That's not a good comeback. I mean, that's not a good insult. That my birthday is before yours, so try harder.
But I have never had a Buffalo Trace product that has been like it was like a strawberry Tootsie Pop. Like, I was amazed by it.
Really?
Yeah, it was really.
Anybody else try
fantastic.
that from the All In? Y'all?
I mean, let's be honest. The Blantons back then was you're looking at about 8 years old compared
Yeah,
to
and now it's
compared
4.
to 4 to 6.
Which, if anybody doesn't know, yes, Blanton's is now about 4 years old, despite the fact that
Yeah.
it was 6 to 7.
So keep chasing those horsies. Go ahead. Go for it.
Dude, this smells amazing.
It smells so good.
Yeah, man. This is
My Chad.
This is walking into a confection.
I was going to say,
shop.
Mossack, did you just distill cotton candy?
Yeah.
Did you put cotton candy in
Yeah,
this?
it's cotton candy and pastry.
Cotton candy? Cotton candy? Pocket candy.
I think those are the same thing.
What?
3 times that you said it, and you still thought that was what he said.
You can edit this, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You know how much
Oh my
work
gosh.
that is for me? This is really good.
It was very good.
13-year MGP.
Yeah, it does have that MGP metallicness to it. Metallica-ness.
I don't know, like an old Scout, like one
Nothing
of
else
those other
matters.
Old Scouts or something.
It's got that rye funk. I'm telling you, I think it's a little bit of a Four Rosiness.
I'm going 10 to 12. Not going quite 13.
Well, I'll go 9-year-old. Okay, fine.
Go.
I really like this, though.
Yeah.
Mosik, what did you pour for us?
Oh.
Ooh.
How is that what?
Wow.
That does not read like a weeded bourbon at all.
No.
There's a
Not
reason,
at
Jason,
all.
why you and I didn't make it past the first round of
Oh,
Mad
I'm
Madness
terrible.
this year.
I'm terrible.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
My head,
Yeah,
man.
dude.
my head goes through about 1,000 different whiskeys, and they're never right.
Wow. That's great. Thank you, Moslik.
Really good.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mosik.
That's probably one of the better Weller Full Proofs I've ever had.
Yeah, I have to agree,
Yeah.
for sure.
I don't think I've ever had one that sweet.
No, I don't think so either.
But the one thing about Weller Full Proof picks that I found that they don't open up great. After a little bit while in the bottle, they tend to get a little bit sour.
That was fresh.
Fresh
That
crack.
was fresh crack. Wow.
That makes
Wow.
sense.
A couple months from now, I don't know what that's going to be like. But,
Yeah, it's going to taste like Tennessee.
well, we're going to find out what Tennessee
we'll
tastes
find
like
out, yeah.
together. So this is one of the newer products from Marianne Eaves, formerly of Castle and Key. What am I just passing it down?
I was giving it.
Yeah,
I
just
mean,
look
you're
at the
talking
label.
about-
Give it a look-see.
You're going to look at it.
Give it a look-see, cooksy.
This is what we do during the actual recording.
It says it's quoting, and I know it's not exactly it, but it looks like it's just quoting Step Brothers on the top of the label.
Can I read it?
What does it say?
Did
Oh, when they're on the boat, when they're singing.
No. Did we just become best friends? Who is better than blender Marianne Eaves to bring the heated historic rivalry of Kentucky and Tennessee bourbon together in one bottle?
You see what I mean, though? Like
These proud rivals share a commitment to craftsmanship and culture, land, and legacy. Now experience one delicious and dynamic blend among friends. We can still pick sides about horses or football, alma maters or music. Either way, let's raise a glass and celebrate our common love for damn good bourbon.
The copywriter was getting paid by the word for that.
Oh, hell
Does
yeah,
it
they
does
were.
it end with "Don't touch my drum set"?
There was a sword.
But at least
there
we got
should
it when we're 40.
be- There should be a Randy Jackson sword on there somewhere. I mean, for real.
I don't know.
right.
I'm a little torn by this, but
It's the worst name and description ever, but I mean, it.
And I just love how they play to just Kentucky and football and just wrap the bottle in blue.
you know what else is cracking me up about it too is that we haven't even gotten to what's inside.
Yeah.
But in traditional Marianne kind of put her little touches on this. My first thought was, well, the bottle's pretty.
Well, yeah.
Her little
I
touch.
actually like the kind of the
little
two-tone.
touch.
No, I really do like the design and the shape of the bottle and everything. But do you want to do the honors?
Well, I already opened it. Just kind of
Oh,
give it a
you
little.
did?
America.
Matt Porter just shed a single tear.
So this is a blend of Tennessee whiskey and Kentucky whiskey blended and finished in. Correct me if I'm wrong. Does that say French oak on the front? I believe it's French oak.
Finished with toasted sugar maple wood.
Oh, toasted with sugar maplewood. Ooh, that's even fancier.
I don't know what most of those words mean.
We're gonna pour it on pancakes.
It's 108 proof. Did I see that right?
110.7. So decent,
Wow,
nice
so
proof
no.
point. So no.
So no, I did not see that
Can't
right.
read it all, can you?
No, I actually just learned yesterday. It's a miracle that I was able to get here. Which, speaking of getting here, I talked about this on the pregame chats, but I had the worst Uber ride of my life on Thursday night. This lady asked me every step of the way which way we were going to go. And she had the directions on her phone in front of her. And it was talking to her.
How much did you end up paying this lady?
Like $10.
I definitely shouldn't have drank that before this.
What, the Weller Full Proof before
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, and she pulled in and she went, my gas light just came on. It's like, great.
She kinda
We're on this
half-assed
ride
her-
together then.
She kind of half-assed your ride, didn't she? Are you guys picking up the Tennessee here, the Dickel?
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, I get it.
Is it Dickel or is it the Tennessee? Okay.
No, it is. That's who it is.
Chad's that voice in the back of my head that's like,
It's Dickel.
yeah, just shut up and, you know.
I mean, I don't care how much Kentucky you blend with a Tennessee. That Dickel's gonna.
Gravels.
Yeah.
Fresh gravels.
Fresh what?
Gravels. Rocks. Like, gravels.
I was about to say, speak Lexington.
Oh, sorry.
Gravels.
Rocks. So I lived in a little town that we didn't have paved driveways, so they had to put gravels on the driveways.
Gravels.
So
Is it
yes,
plural?
this is gravels.
No, I don't think it is.
Gravi.
It smells like rocks. I mean, I'll be honest. It smells like rocks.
Oh,
It's weird.
it's weird.
It's weird.
It got weird.
But in a good way.
I mean, I like funk. I like
It's so
funky,
weird that
stuff.
Al would have to consider his name. Again. never mind.
Say it. Just say it. Just say it.
Yeah, someone record this.
It's Dickly. Is that right to say?
I mean,
It does have that
It's a
pickle
sweet-
brine to it.
I can't even remember to say this shit. It's a sweeter Dickel.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
I mean, yeah.
It's
I'm really sorry y'all paid to be here for this.
honestly, it's that Dickel profile, the orange peel, the heavy cinnamon, but
Yeah.
it's sweeter. It's like someone injected simple syrup or cotton candy into it.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know if I dig it though. I'm confused.
See, after like pour 4 last night, I really liked it. So,
You would. You would.
And plus, we're still coming off that Weller foolproof.
Yeah.
I definitely do
Yeah, that
need
was
some
a
more
good one.
time with it. And I
I
am.
don't need any more time with this.
Are you sure?
Do you know how much I have to edit out?
Oh, that's what I do, though.
All right.
I'm just being honest.
I do need more time with it just because I'm curious what's going to
I'll
happen.
give it more time. I mean, just for you. But it's just
I'm
right off the
curi-
bat,
I'm-
it's just
I'm
weird.
curious if there are folks here that do not like the George Dickel whiskey profile, if they tasted that, how they would feel about it. Because it is sweeter than the general.
Are you kidding me?
What happened?
His phone, his ringer was on.
Yeah.
We've been doing this for a year.
Is that why I just heard hello from Adele? Was that his ringer?
my ring doorbell.
Hello.
So
That's going to be the next
professional.
song, by the way, next door.
Great.
it did get quieter over there. Now I feel like, what if we're too loud?
They were like, are they talking shit about Dickel over there? Son's a bitch.
Just one?
Just one. I don't know.
So
I'll come back to it.
Jason and Chad have both been on the podcast before, but it's something that, I like to ask people who, in particular settings, I think it's important to, at least kind of introduce yourselves to the listeners. But it's the same question that I think I've been asking since about day one of the podcast. But how did you guys kind of get into bourbon?
For me, it was just it was a kind of a casual night at a bar. Honestly, me and my best friend Mike, we were kind of hanging out, and at the time we were drinking Wild Turkey on the rocks, just Wild Turkey 101, and trying to get into bourbon a little bit. Mm-hmm. Having it here and there, and then trying to kind of read up on it, find more information about it. Then we went to a bar when maybe about 4 or 5 years after college. This is way back in 99. I'm about to turn 45. So
What?
You look good for 45.
yeah, about to turn
Are
45.
you really?
Yeah, in July. Yeah. So
You look at least 10 years younger than that.
I appreciate it. But,
Yeah.
So we went to this bar, and this gorgeous bartender.
gorgeous.
She goes, have you ever tried a cask strength bourbon?
I'm sorry.
Have you ever tried a cask strength bourbon? I'm like, cask strength, tell me what that means.
Yeah.
They're like, full proof, not watered down, unfiltered. So she actually poured me a glass of Booker's. And for the first time, I had never tried Booker's at that point, or I just never had a bourbon at cask strength before. It was always, a watered down product that I tried, or on the rocks. So she served it to us neat. She's like, try that. And then I had that for the first time. I had never tasted anything like that before. And I wish I was educated enough to remember or ask what batch that was, because I would have liked to found it. Because it was one of those experiences where I'll never forget it, because it just kind of lit my whole palate up. Yeah. And that's what sparked my entire interest. And then from there, I wanted to learn more. I wanted to drink more. I wanted to find more, read up about it, the history, and that's kind of what got me into it.
I want to come back to the curiosity side of things here in just a second, because I feel like we're in a weird phase of bourbon where people are curious, but also everybody is so well ingrained in everything that they're kind of. We'll get to it in a second. Sure. But Chad, I want to let you answer the same question.
I feel like this is kind of a Kanye moment almost.
But to myself?
Yeah, the way you were.
I'm gonna let me finish. Yeah. But yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maker's Mark, for the most, like everyone else, pretty much probably in this room. Maker's Mark was a really early beginning. Maker's and Coke, and then I got off of whiskey, got into rum for a little bit. Got tired of rum, went back to whiskey, and then just eventually found my way here. It's sad to say, the 10 years ago working at Walmart in Moorhead, Kentucky, that we used to have 175s of Weller 12 on the shelf collecting dust. And at that time, I was buying Knob Creek like, hell yeah, I'm the fancy guy. But
passing up the Weller 12 in favor of
here we are.
Knob Creek. Yeah, and now you've got MyDailyBourbon.
I do.
That's the end of that comment.
You said a statement. That wasn't a question.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But I do want to talk about this kind of era that I think we're in with bourbon, where there is so much that is available to people that it just feels like Thanks, Eric. Sorry. No, it's fine. The era of curiosity is almost over, but it's now got to a place of, well, I guess I have to try this now. You know what I mean? We're not doing it out of a sense of what's going to be my next favorite thing. It's, well, what do I have to compare this to?
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel that way with bourbon right now?
I mean, a little bit. I think a lot of it is there's so much bourbon and so many different varieties now, and new people coming into the transition that I'm seeing now is almost a profile that distilleries and blenders and new distilleries coming into the game now are distilling and blending to a point where they want to make things sweeter and smoother. God forbid I say the word smooth, but you guys know what I mean.
How dare you?
Yeah, I know. But just like a profile to get more and more people into the category.
Yeah.
So the more I keep seeing this, then it becomes how I feel like the distilleries are all playing it. What happened? That's your phone again, man.
Dude.
Jeez. The distilleries are getting into a point where I feel like they're playing a game now. It's like, how many finishes can I do before the end of the year? It's just all, let's do port, sherry, Tokai, whatever it may be. It's a finishing game now, and I think that's bringing more people into the category. But it's also kind of bringing up this entire, I don't want to say the word glut, but there's just a ton of.
No, I think that's completely fair.
You think that would be fair? Just there's so much whiskey.
Oh yeah.
And it's like this, and I feel like there's a trend. You see one person do it, and then everybody starts doing it.
Yeah.
And it's just it's like this vicious cycle just keeps continuing.
Yeah, and I think that, despite the fact that there is still innovation that is happening within.
For sure.
Everybody is still kind of going, what can I do with that process? What can I do that might be even slightly different. But Chad, where do you? Because you're on the inside as well. You working in retail. Mm-hmm. Do you find yourself tired of having to deal with like?
You got any Blantons?
Essentially that.
How many times do you get asked that?
Honestly, it doesn't matter. Like and you tell me. I still find folks. Doesn't matter how much new whiskey is out, you still have new drinkers or people coming in asking for Blantons and Buffalo Trace.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
No, it's every day.
Yeah.
I mean that's just the world of retail. But I mean it's every day. And I mean I've probably got 400 SKUs in whiskey, American whiskey, in my section at work, and I mean it's just they're what's hot. I seen a picture today. Someone posted of the line at Buffalo Trace from a couple days ago, and I'm like, why? Why are we still lining up there? I get it. If you're not one of the first 100 people in line, why are you even there? At that point, there's nothing left. But to the same degree, and I mean I can't complain because I'm a huge MGP fan, but I mean there's. Every week, it's like there's 3 new brands who are sourcing MGP, and it's not like they're doing anything different. It's just here's a single barrel, here's a small batch, here's a single barrel, here's a small batch, and I really have nothing negative to say about that. But I mean, there's only so much MGP you can put in a certain price range, as well. I mean, I feel like it's getting a little convoluted and just crowded. I mean, everyone wants to make money.
I'm curious from a crowd standpoint, who here has had any Pappy at all and have been sorely disappointed?
My own wife is raising her, and my sister.
April doesn't. She's like,
who paid retail for
it? April's like, why would you ever allow me to?
I put a Van Winkle in her old fashioned.
I'm talking 15, 20, 23 year, not. People freak out if you say old Rip and the 12-year. Lot B, God forbid, is Pappy. 15, 20, 23-year-old. How many of you had that? Either of those 3 and have been disappointed? 20?
Quite a bit, yeah.
20? Yeah.
Do I hear 25?
I mean, it is weird that, and I think that it's nothing new, but we are in that period where everybody can just kind of look up notes and look up what what somebody else thinks about a particular product. And so they don't have to do their own legwork. They don't have to go through and
and honestly, Buffalo Trace is always on that list, and I get it. They have the most amazing marketing of all time from any distillery.
And I mean, it helps that they had something like neat to show off not only their grounds and their product.
What about the Netflix series, the Pappy Gate,
the heist.
That entire series was like an homage to Buffalo Trace. What did he hide?
The
Tennessee.
I just stole your bourbon.
You like it that much?
No.
Oh, why are you stealing it?
It was
now it's got all your belly button shit all over it.
It was an example, Jason, of how easy it is to steal bourbon around here. Just an example.
Well, you could keep that friggin' bottle.
Yeah. I mean,
your belly button lint on my. Now it doesn't even say Tennessee anymore. It says Lintasee.
Yeah. That's about what it tastes like, so I'll be honest.
Well, that's been this week's episode. But no, it's weird because we spend so much time talking about we want people to come in to the community and we want them to find out what it is that they like. But I also think that we do this really bad thing of being like, how dare you like that? Or how dare you ask us about this particular product?
100%. There's so much information out there. I mean, there's endless blogs, endless Instagram pages, endless Facebook groups. I mean, everyone and their brother has gotten into whiskey in the last few years. Yeah. And there's just so much that's there for you to read. And so many times, often than not, people want to buy something that's allocated mostly because of the name, not because of what's inside the bottle. I mean, we had a guy who won, and he won an Old Fitzgerald in a lottery we did last year. Mm-hmm. Opened it up, hated it, tried to return it, and I'm like, it doesn't work that way. I mean, you can't return that. That's yours now. I'm sorry you didn't like it. But
it's not like Best Buy at Total Wine.
Unfortunately, not. Okay. I mean, it's.
No.
I feel like I remember you and Swan talking about like somebody coming back with a couple of bottles of wine or something, though.
Yeah, I mean, if you get a bottle of corked wine, but sorry, you paid $300 for a bottle of bourbon you didn't like. I mean,
Yeah, we can't.
I can't fix that. That's
Yeah.
Heaven Hill's problem.
So a lot of people. Wow.
So a lot of people.
A lot of people like to listen to music that is. No, never mind. Everybody who is here is walking away with at least. It's the eyebrows. Everybody who is here is walking away with a sample of our new riff pick that we did for this weekend.
Yes.
What do I say? What do I
John
say?
Hughes, where are you at? He's the only guy that didn't pick it.
He's the only guy that what?
He was the one that picked the last one.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, Embellish Pods. Subscribe to him.
Go listen. I did a 3-hour episode with John.
How much did he pay you to stop?
I don't know what she asked me.
But honestly, but seriously, Perry, like, as much as whiskey enthusiasts now that have been in the game for this long,
Yeah.
like, we tend to complain and maybe kind of look down upon some folks that are still chasing after Blantons and shit like that. Come on, what is there a better time right now than to is there a better time right now than to be into whiskey than right now with as much
No,
as
I
is out
think
there?
now is the best time to become a new
I
bourbon
mean, there's
drinker.
so much good shit. out
Is
there. It's
whiskey
crazy.
fun? Does everybody think
Whiskey's
it's fun?
right? Yeah.
Like, no matter what, like,
Muted applause.
keep it fun.
There's
Like,
no better example of that than a bottle share. Because bottles come out of the woodwork.
Well, not just that, but I mean, I can't ignore the fact that there are 50 people sitting in front of us who bought tickets to come sit and listen to us talk about bourbon.
Yeah.
Like that is proof that, you know. Oh, sorry.
Brazzers.
49.
49.
Yeah, well, that is to say, first of all, thank you guys so much
Yes,
for being here and being excited about what we're doing and everything. But it's just proof that people are not tired of bourbon right now. And the bubble has not burst yet, and
yet.
it's going to be a long time before that actually happens.
I mean, no, all these distillers are investing millions and millions and millions of dollars. So
Yeah.
I mean, let's hope not.
Yeah.
The only thing that scares me is there's a legit like barrel shortage upcoming by 2024
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous.
So we're just going to have a bunch of like White Dog.
Is it gonna have a bunch of White Dog, or I mean, does that mean that we changed the rules now? It's used barrels instead of new
just
barrels.
get Jack Daniels barrels. We just
How
put
does that happen?
Put
There
it
you
all
go.
in there. We'll
Yeah.
be
If we
fine.
if we wound up with a bunch of like hazmat light whiskey, I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, that'd be all right. With it.
Because it's been really good. I mean,
Yeah, but I
the
mean
light
that shit
whiskey
has.
that's been out
But most
recently.
light whiskey has a high age and needs high age. You willing to wait 12 years to drink something again?
Yeah. You willing to wait? You willing to wait?
Do you want to ask me too?
Are you willing to wait?
I guess I have to.
I'm just saying. I mean, the trees that they're
No, I
cutting
get it,
down now.
though.
I mean, they're all
Yeah.
a certain age. We're cutting them down at like record speed. Yeah, we're replanting, but
Yeah.
you know these coopers need trees of a certain age to make those barrels, and
Yeah.
we're cutting them down faster than we can regrow them.
Yeah. So, kind of a good way to say also take care of the planet and everything.
Take care of the planet. Hold on, to-
Captain
drink,
Planet.
and sip your bourbon. Sip your bourbon lightly.
Yes. But so all four of us have a sample of our new riff pick in front of us. It's the one with the 10 bip sticker on it, the smallest of the.
I got you. I'm taking care of it.
What do you mean?
I'm taking care of Jason.
Shit,
I don't know what that means. That's why I said.
Don't worry about it.
What do you?
I will take care of this side.
You're
of
on your
the
own, brother.
table.
I don't know what's happening anymore. So
We got this side. This is our side.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
all right.
hang
But something that I was amazed by with this new riff pick. We, of course, don't know until they actually dump it and proof it what it is actually at, and it's 106.4. That is the exact same proof of the very first podcast pick that we ever did at New Riff, which was Riffmas. And
did anyone bring Riffmas this weekend?
Anybody what?
Did anyone bring a bottle this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a
bag of donuts.
Is there a Riffmas in the vicinity somewher?
Tony bag of donuts. We finished it.
With Tony. We killed his bottle. Where's Tony? Oh, he's at the bar right now. He's got no idea.
Tony bag of donuts. Right there. Chilling at the bar.
Wow, if that's not caramel apple in a glass.
I know.
Holy hell.
Right.
Sorry, that's just a little detour that I felt like we needed to take to talk about this, but
You just
The
can't,
playback
you can't
audio
stop
on this.
singing "Ride, Sally, Ride," can you?
no, yeah. I really just want to go through the door and ask for the guitar.
Well, I'm curious from the crowd perspective what they're most excited about bourbon now. Is it finishes? Is it
So let's do this because David and Kira have wireless mics,
Yeah.
so they can kind of wander around. Everybody, give it up for the WhiskeyChannel.com.
Yeah, for sure. Like, what about the opening? What about the pregame?
Your
Like,
pre-show
everybody have-
entertainment,
Yeah, for
by the
real.
way. So yeah, what are you all most excited about with bourbon right now? Raise your hand. David will come around
Is
to
it-
you.
Ding dong, bing bong.
Ding dong. All right. Cowboy got Bob is here. Here we go.
Come on, Eric. Come here. You're about to be judged.
I know.
What are you most excited about when it comes to whiskey, bourbon, and or how good Jason looks?
Oh, yeah.
Number one, Jason looks handsome as all. Number two, excited to see what is to come from a lot of these craft distilleries that are finally getting years on to a lot of their products and the use of different heirloom varietal corns.
Ooh.
Oh,
That is a
damn.
much
I
better
don't even
answer
know
than
what
that.
heirloom means.
He brought out heirloom and varietal.
I don't even know what that word is.
Sorry.
David's head just exploded.
Checking.
We've seen some of that in from a craft variety. What are they playing right now? What is that? Ain't too proud to beg. Yeah, there you go.
This is a banger, man. I don't know how you.
Oh, no, it's a great
podcast this
song.
one. Oh my gosh.
It's a great
It's a
song.
really, really good song, but you know.
I really wish they played new metal. God.
I am excited though too as well to see like bringing kind of like more local grains and farms back to particular distilleries. I mean, I think that's a really, really cool thing that has been a part of bourbon for its entire lifespan, but it's also been slightly ignored over the past 20 years-ish, I would say, because they're more focused on what actually goes into the bottle than they are, you know, the way that it became
Yeah, the process.
what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
process. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that gets lost on a lot of folks. I mean, it's all about the chase and the rarity of a bourbon rather than what
Yeah.
went into it. You know. But yeah, I think we're seeing all those heirloom corns. We're seeing different grains. We're seeing different types of mash bills that are being utilized in a craft setting. But I think we're also seeing different big distilleries start using them.
It's like they're getting louder.
They are getting louder.
They are. They're competing right now.
They are.
Fuck y'all, fuck y'all.
It's gonna be on CD.
That's what they're saying right now. Fuck
We're gonna
y'all,
put it out
fuck
on
y'all,
8-track,
fuck your
actually.
Podcast.
I just like waiting for the background singer just to start going like bourbon, just so like I feel like they're listening to us. They're just trying to like drown us out.
Tennessee. Anybody else? Anybody else?
Anybody else? What are they excited
Tony
about?
Bag of
We
Donuts.
got Tony
back there.
Bag of Donuts.
Tony
in the
Bag
back
of Donuts.
Bing bong ding dong. Here you
He's
go.
like, I
buddy.
want that bourbon made of cannolis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What? Hey, nope.
Yeah.
Well, I originally thought the question was what bottle. So for that one, I'm going to say E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof Rye. But what I'm also looking forward to is what you guys talked about a minute ago with the upcoming barrel shortage. Is what will we see happen to whiskey and maybe a lot of single malts or blends, things that don't require the new oak requirement.
Well, I think
It's unpredictable.
I think for categories that don't require a new barrel, I mean, we may see them come to more of the forefront in American whiskey, other than straight bourbon. Does that mean like bourbon will kind of halt and let this stuff? I've always thought like, will bourbon producers let this stuff age? Because if they can't make new stuff constantly, will they let their
Well,
stuff
I
age?
think that it's going to get to a point where they have to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a lot of these distilleries are saying that they have, pretty much like 20 years worth of stock still, in reserve. I don't know either, dude. So, I mean, it's going to be a good while before any kind of shortage happens, I would say.
Well, I mean, there could be a barrel shortage, but I think it's going to be, if it continues on for a long enough time, it'll be a while until we feel it.
I feel like I'm yelling. I'm sorry.
You are yelling.
I know.
Stop yelling at me, Perry.
Stop. We feel bad over on this side of the table.
So Colonel Taylor, so E.H. Taylor.
I'm excited about that.
Is that a real thing? Is that happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will anybody ever see it?
No. Not a chance.
Will anybody in this room ever see that bottle? Well, you might see. You're in retail. Will you see it?
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll see it locked up in a closet.
In a closet?
I feel like
And then we have to beg him just so we can hold on to
Who
it.
here chased after Warehouse C
Mossick would see it.
and got one? Anybody get a Warehouse C from last
Not
year?
a single person.
Not a single person.
Yeah, so you see,
You guys realize that, I believe that was another trolling situation by Buffalo Trace.
You don't think that product actually exists?
No, it exists, but it's just
It's just
fucking
small
Eagle
batch.
Ware in a bottle with a tube and turquoise writing on it. That's all it is. They said on the side of the bottle, it's 10-year. Listen, at least like...
This is the rant that Jason has been waiting to be on a podcast.
Get it off
At
your
least-
chest, Jason.
At least you have...
Flip the table.
At least give us a disaster like tornado, right? Warehouse C is the fucking warehouse that E.H. Taylor is just aged in. So they're like, listen, Warehouse C, this is where it is. It's 10 years old, like Eagle Rare, and we're just gonna give it to you, and we're gonna sell it to you for about $5,000. Go for it. I think Buffalo Trace is literally trolling us. Like, let's see if they buy this.
Can we?
I think the next one eventually is they're gonna dig up Colonel E.H. Taylor's old underpants, and they're gonna season a Colonel Taylor in his old underpants and
Seasoned
sell it to
underpants.
us.
Yeah,
Seasoned
season Wood Part 2, yeah.
It's gonna be called Colonel Taylor Underpants,
Underpants. I like it.
and that's it.
Colonel
and then it's gonna
Underpants.
be on secondary for $15,000.
My kids watch that show.
I read that
Underpants.
book as a kid, yeah.
I'm just saying. This is
I
what
still read Colonel Underpants.
this is what they're doing to us. I'm telling you.
They're making us all into conspiracy theorists.
Not only that, but they're just making us look stupid because we could put anything in a bottle and sell. We just talked about Jim Beam before. Let's get a 2-year whiskey for $80. Let's see how that goes. We'll make it ultra limited, rare, limited.
And Jim Beam's getting flack for it, though.
Yeah.
If Buffalo Trace,
Where they are.
but if Buffalo Trace did it,
What about the old World War II bomb that was found on the property of Buffalo Trace? You don't smell a Colonel Taylor Bomb Survivor edition coming out?
I like it.
You know it's coming.
Blow it up.
Yep.
E.H. Taylor Landmine Edition.
Basically. They've already had a tornado survivor.
That's so dark. That's so dark.
It's coming. I'm telling you.
it's time for the ballad.
It's going to happen.
Oh, here we go.
Anybody else? Anybody? Back there, Ian?
Back there, Ian. Ian's excited for what New Riff has to offer right now.
New Riff.
I don't know what y'all talking about. New riff, baby.
They just released a new product. Ian's going to tell us all about it.
Drop the mic. Jason already said it.
Exactly.
That's all I was gonna say. I was gonna say I was.
Ian's excited about new riff.
I walked all the way back here, and you can't even think of anything else.
Come on, Ian. Tell him about Cincinnati.
I'm excited what's coming out of New Riff.
All right, a sherry
End of
finish,
story.
A sherry finish malted rye.
Yeah.
You got to love a man who's consistent.
David, what about you? What are you excited about
Yeah, Dave.
with bourbon right
Yeah,
now?
you.
Yeah, you're on the mic.
Oh, hey everybody, I'm David.
Excited about Miller Lite right now, I think, there. So
I want to sing this little song for y'all.
sing it.
For me,
Karaoke to the song playing next door.
literally, Thank you.
No, everybody put their lights out. Let's get David to sing.
There we go.
David to sing.
What am I excited about?
You got to sing.
Honestly, I'm a big fan of all things Heaven Hill. And I think Heaven Hill, for the most part, keeps it real. I'm excited about the fact that things that are some people chase, Heaven Hill is doing what they can do to actually make them available. I think some of you already know, like, Kira and I were able to find Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A122 in our local Meyer store. Like really good bottles that are becoming available in certain spots. Kind of the opposite of what's happening in certain places. I feel like Heaven Hill is starting to turn it around and do some cool shit. So.
I hope so. Because they are definitely one of my favorite distilleries, and everything. Not across the board, but they are pretty consistently amazing, and they would be a shame if we kept seeing products from them dropping off the map and everything. But
I want more Four Roses. I don't know, something
general,
from Four Roses.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I want from Four. You have the single barrel, which is delicious.
it would be great.
You have the small batch select. I just want something else in the lineup.
I think that Four Roses needs to do a rye. I think that they need to bring their rye whiskey back.
I think that would be
because
I think it would be a pickly sumbitch. Because that's what I smell in their rye whenever I get one. I think it'd be a little pickly, but I'm all for it.
But they're already so successful with their high rye bourbons.
Yeah, for sure.
If you really take that and you showcase it, I think that you would have something that people would just fawn over. I think they would love it.
I think when I say that, I feel like every distillery is bringing out a limited edition something. It feels like every week. Four Roses, we get one LE every year. There's just not... We get the single barrels that people love, but you really have to be a whiskey enthusiast to kind of be in the know, like where those are, where you can get them. You know what I mean?
I still don't entirely understand the tier thing with Four Roses. So,
like, do we ever see a finished Four Roses? You think down the line?
I would love that. Even a double barreled,
like that high rye with like a nice finish on it. Like, why not?
Like what Peerless did. Just take leaky barrels, double oak it.
Do you want to know? You know what really happens during the podcast?
What?
I gotta pee.
Are you about to leave the stage to go?
I need
pee?
somebody to ask a long question right now. Somebody, hold their hand up. Long question.
David, can you get a mic on to somebody?
No, I seriously gotta piss right now. Like,
wait here.
I'm gonna
do
go
you think
pee.
Four Roses would do a
I'm gonna go
standard
pee.
Seagram
Okay, I don't care.
95.5,
Somebody
or-
please
Jason
ask
got
us
a bottle.
question
Jason
so
Leslie
that-
got a bottle. I'm gonna go pee.
Okay, go.
Okay.
I can't believe you right now.
I know. He's
I
totally
really
gonna. He's gonna go next door and find Gertie and have a dance with her.
There's a door right there. There are so many better exits than he just went right through the back.
Like who here would be interested in a finished Four Roses product? No?
I'd be interested.
Yeah. Like I see like half like raise hands. No? Oh, there's a big
Eric's
one.
got a question, I think.
All right.
See, I just don't know. I'd rather have a rye. I don't know if I'm quite.
No, I think I would rather have a rye as well. But I think that
would
it
probably
finished.
be on a rye.
I don't know
too,
if I'm ready for that to happen with Four Roses yet.
Over that right back there. Over that right back there.
He'll never know.
He would never know. How would he know?
That's right. It's about a 95-cent prank, but we're not.
But laughs are free, so that's all
Laugh
that
and
matters.
laugh. Free laughs.
What about Green River? I'm a huge fan of just their standard offering. Like
Their small batch is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, Green River's amazing what they're doing. They're doing a lot of, they're making bourbon for a lot of folks too. Terry Bradshaw and Blue Note Juke Joint. Everybody applaud the band. Thank you.
Does anybody have any requests for the band? I'll go over. Okay.
Free bird.
I'll be back.
David, take the mic next door. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
David, like ask them about like their family and why they're all here today. Yeah.
Yeah, just go. Yeah,
Take
just
Nate
go.
with you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This is the worst idea I've ever had.
What's gonna come through we don't know what's gonna come through those speakers.
Oh, we're gonna hear it though.
We're gonna hear it. Why are you running back?
you're
Dirty
not too loud.
peed.
Actually, I wanted to ask you a question. My name is David.
Oh
What's your
no!
name?
Oh no! Eric's come back. I hope he doesn't notice.
Steve and Gail. So
I hope he doesn't notice.
You saw the bright pink.
I haven't seen them yet. I want to guess their ages. Is that something I can do? Okay. I'm guessing that the
far
lead singer
better
is
than
about
that in my
19
sleep.
years old.
Nice job.
He's in tight spandex, and that he's well hung. Am I close?
Well, 2 of them, you're wrong. I don't know about the last one.
Go on, David.
Now, do you mind if I ask you a question? What, is this a family event, or is this like an all-night rager?
What's going on right now?
Say class reunion.
This is a class reunion?
There's like 5 people in there.
A town reunion.
Town reunion. Oh my gosh. Wow. They are quite good. So, town reunion / class reunion. What are we celebrating a year?
We just have, the town reunion is for every year.
Y'all can't hear any of that, can
You
you?
reunion the town every year.
Yes.
What is the name of the town?
Wheelwright.
It's right there on the wall. I'm an idiot. Okay, great. So we're reunioning the town every year. Why?
Okay, the town was a coal mining town, and it was owned by the coal mines. And they actually, at one time, like in, I think 1966, sold the whole town, which is this
He's
small
definitely
town.
getting danced on
It was
right
a
now.
great place to be.
You can sell a town.
Evidently, they did.
The 60s were a wild time.
Those old ladies.
Dale, tell me your best 60s story in 2 sentences or less. Steve, Gail, I made all the wrong choices in life. Steve, best
Those old
60s,
ladies are dusting the
60s story in
cobwebs
2
off
sentences or
right
less.
now. You know they are, right?
Probably, I'd say
Opening it up.
1965. Just high school.
Riveting stuff. Thank you guys for letting me talk to you. I appreciate
When I came back from peeing and I saw David whiz by me, I did not know this is what we were coming back to. This is amazing.
Look, Kira's going to save David.
I think we break down the walls. I mean,
No,
here
not
go-
that door, Joseph. No.
Sit down.
Oh my God. That's a riveting stuff.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
Okay, all right. Well,
Amazing.
that's one of the funniest things that's ever happened on this podcast.
Oh, she's got the hand on the hip right now. She's like, son of a bitch, David.
Yeah,
what have
right,
you
yeah.
done this time.
Wow.
Oh my God.
They were very sweet people, even though I got their names wrong. And Steve really botched that great story about the 60s. Oh my gosh. Friggin' Steve.
Friggin' Steve.
Friggin' Steve.
David, what happened on the? You didn't.
Did you get
didn't
grinded
see
on?
You didn't see on the wall who
any
the
phone
party
numbers?
was for?
Oh, what was that? Sorry.
You didn't see on the wall who the party was for?
Oh no. Okay, so it probably was breaking up a little bit. They're celebrating a town reunion. So there's class reunions and there's a town reunion.
A town reunion.
A town reunion. I know that's for them. I'm gonna take it from me. Thank you. And their town was sold in 1966.
To who?
The buyer, unknown to this day. Scientists said better left unsolved.
I've seen Schitt's Creek. I know how it ends.
Yeah, so like literally it's like a real life Schitt's Creek over there. And except very, very, there's go-go dancers, male and female. So very, very sexy times over there. And there's a minimum age to get in. It's 65. So some of you are in luck.
So I want to, like, the funny thing about this is, you know, on the podcast when we go, when we go back in time.
Yeah.
That's actually Grand's hometown.
Really?
That's Grand's hometown.
Your grandmother's hometown.
Wheelwright, Kentucky. The Johnsons, yes. Should we get Grand on the podcast right now?
You want to call her?
Is she over there?
You won't be able to hear it.
Should I? Should I call Grand?
No, we can't. You won't be able to hear it right now.
I mean, I was going to call Grand, but no joke. Wheelwright, Kentucky. My grandma, that's where she grew up, and now they're right here.
All of them. Every one of them.
All of them.
It's like
Grand
brought
said,
us all together.
Fuck y'all. I'm not coming back to this reunion. That's what Grand said.
Oh, poor Grand.
Grand said, I don't want nothing to do with that town. They're all nice people, though.
I don't know what else to do. Like, this has just been the weirdest thing I've ever sat down and recorded for a podcast before.
We should review Fireball.
Do you want to review Fireball?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Are we seriously reviewing Fireball right now?
Yeah.
In Glencairns.
No. Oh.
This is my bourbon Fireball.
This is my Fireball podcast.
Here's my Fireball.
What if
you
we
guys
did a
are gonna-
podcast where every week we only drank Fireball?
You know, there's a whiskey channel like that.
Oh.
Hi, buddy. Actually, okay, so let's not do Glencairns. Let's do the solo cups.
Stings.
Yeah.
Give me a solo cup.
Stings the nostrils.
Stings.
So Fireball is a Sazerac product.
Is
Tell
it
us
really
about it,
though?
Jackson.
Buy more of
Tell
this
us
if you
about
want
it.
Blanton's. Buy more of that.
Sazerac. It was started back in 1976 when somebody accidentally dropped some Trident cinnamon gum into a vat of whiskey.
Just for
I
real?
never thought I'd ask this, but
I
can
totally
someone
made that
please
up.
hand me some Fireball?
I legitimately thought you were being serious.
And I thought, why not? Let's.
Hey, give it up for the band, everybody.
Yeah. Wheelwright, represent.
You know, here's the thing, though. The more that we clap for them, the more that we encourage them.
You did it. You did it.
But
You did it.
did I hear respect from my wife? Nothing. Never mind.
Respect.
Respect.
That's the next song that's coming on.
If I hear "Wind Beneath My Wings" by Bette Midler, I'm gonna kick that fucking wall down.
Your body is
It's
a
over.
wonderland. Your body is a wonderland.
I'm having a great time. Anyway,
I got cinnamon
this
red
smells
hots on
like
my nose.
cinnamon, big red gum.
Smells like Big Red Gum.
Yeah. Fuck you. It's my boy back there.
Was that to the
My
fact
boy.
that somebody heckled us, or just you want to complete the quote?
No, we're on the same level right now.
All right, cool.
So.
Man, if saying this is good is wrong, I don't want to be right.
Someone told me long ago.
I know.
The worst karaoke ever.
We're complaining, but we got free music. So I mean,
No, we didn't have to plug an iPod in or anything.
I've not been to a concert in 3 years, Perry. Let
I
me have
guarantee
this.
I get an email tomorrow that says we charged you for music tomorrow. So I'm not mad.
I want to know, have you ever seen the rain? Let me just say straight up, I love y'all so much. That's so good. That is so good right there.
So back to the Fireball.
Yeah, back to Fireball, everybody.
Fireball.
What'd y'all pay for this? What's the age on this?
I think it's about 4 days old.
4 days old.
4 days old. Some cinnamon in it. It's in it.
My hands are sticky somehow.
Dear God. All right, I gotta ask this to you guys while we're.
No.
Did you just pour cinnamon in that?
Somebody get Jason
Don't
a Swiss
encourage
roll cake.
his bad
I need
behavior.
a Swiss roll cake. Amazing.
All right.
Amazing.
Yeah, we all need a Swiss roll now.
Oh my God. Just drink. You don't need to keep eating.
I couldn't figure out where
Get
you
a
were.
Swiss
Kira.
roll cake. Get your Fireball. Oh my God.
Is that going to be the new pour over? That's it. It's just
That's
a Swiss
it.
roll cake with a Fireball.
Oh my.
No. He just pulled his fork out. I didn't even have it out of the wrapper yet, and he went.
You literally have Fireball and you're using it for. I fucking hate you right now.
We're pairing. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Hey, here you go, Perry.
Dude, seriously, no, this is good. Like, no, I'm not joking. Like,
What did you do to this? It fell apart.
like that's the pairing right there.
I'm doing the dip.
I'm telling. That's the
You
pairing.
think they'll do Bon Jovi?
You can't deny it.
It's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I gotta ask you guys. We're talking about bottles now, bottles then. What's your ultimate unicorn bottle? If there's a bottle that you could own, out of all the bottles that are out there, past, present,
Future?
maybe future. Well, we don't know what the future is.
I tell you what.
What is it?
I think probably.
Is it a Dusty? Is it a something modern? What is
I
it?
would say probably something like the first batch that Jimmy Russell or Booker No distilled. He's not even listening to me right now.
I got it.
He's a busy man.
He asked me a question and he said, "Never mind."
I'm listening.
No, but because so much of their history has been built on, at least in modern times, what they made. So, to be able to own something or drink something from that first couple of years that they were,
something that Booker distilled,
or Jimmy,
or Jimmy.
yeah. I think that would be
That'd be pretty.
incredible.
Yeah. What about you, Art?
Well, Perry kind of stole my answer because I would think like that first batch of like cheesy gold foil. That's just like Jimmy's like that's the one we're gonna put it out. I would love to have that, but I mean it's probably my own bourbon.
The one that you would make?
Yeah, like I would. Could you imagine though? Like, no joke. Like, if you put all the work into it, whatever you needed to do, bought the bottles, blended all that, and it was that first sip of like, this is my own product. I mean, could you imagine the feeling of that? Like thinking like, I made this or I distilled this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like that feeling would like trump everything.
Yeah. I
could totally see that.
Yeah. Yeah, follow that up, motherfucker.
I mean, I couldn't see that because it's not happened yet.
Follow that up, Bugger.
I have no interest in being a distiller, but probably anything from just my birth year, anything from 91. Just I mean, I've got something close at home.
91 is your birth year? Jesus
Shut up.
Christmas.
I'm 93.
It's all right. Yeah. You did this to yourself, man. But I mean,
My sister's here. She was 98.
85.
98.
85.
Oh my God. I am 77. Which is a great year because that's when Star Wars came out.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah. Hello there.
We can't talk about Obi-Wan yet.
I haven't started it yet.
Can't talk about that yet.
Haven't
I've
seen
already
it yet.
watched this, so
Haven't seen it yet. But
I have.
shut up. Now's a really good time for us to move on to Tips and Bits,
Tips and bits.
which is our recommendation segment for the podcast. Not always bourbon related. If you've been watching something or listening to something or enjoying something, reading, if you're a nerd. It's the Happy Hour Old Time Family Band, and they only play covers.
No, they're called Will Wright Reunion. That's the name of the band.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's over there.
That's right.
Yeah.
Your body is a wonderland. Oh, sorry.
Chad, I'm going to let you go first on Tips and Bits.
I just finished the last season of Ozark, so go watch that. That's really about it. Work and Ozark. Those are my two
That
things.
was the dumbest tip I've ever heard.
Oh.
What? Why do I have to look for where you are? I'm used to you being here.
Also, I definitely just went to like nose my cup, thinking that there was something in there other than
We're
Fireball.
professionals, right?
I do it like 4 times.
have to know
What a
that.
horrible
We
realization that
literally nosed Mountain Dew Flamin' Hot. So,
was.
it's
You
fine.
forced me into it, but sure, yes.
Force me into
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We'll see.
Jason, what about you, buddy?
I just finished a book. I know you were hoping he would show up, but Mr. Fred Minnick. Whiskey Women.
A really great book.
Great.
I love that book.
I've been kind of sleeping on it for a little while. I haven't been meaning to get it and meaning to read it. I finally just ordered it, and it's an amazing book. I mean, if you guys want to learn, I'm a dork when it comes to the history of whiskey and bourbon, but you want to hear about all the...
You know what it sounds like is that intermittently somebody says something really profound and then we all just applaud for
We
it.
just applaud, and it doesn't even matter. We just go...
It's a book.
It's a book. But yeah, Whiskey Women will tell you... Have I been sleeping on Whiskey Women? No, just... But the book is amazing if you're into hearing about Margie Samuels and some of the other influential women in whiskey that we didn't really pay a lot of attention to up until the last several years.
Yeah.
It's a pretty amazing book. So I would highly recommend it.
Eric?
Well, I watched Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And I mean...
How was it?
No joke. I recommend the new Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers movie.
The animation style threw me off.
What are they playing now? Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. They're not playing that song, but...
no, they're playing Jeremiah Was a Bullfrog.
Okay. But seriously, like, this movie is like, if there's any Who Framed Roger Rabbit fans in the house, okay? It's like that. It's the Rescue Rangers in the real life. They're actually actors who were on a show of Rescue Rangers.
Yeah.
And the amount of cameos in this movie blows my mind.
Can we talk about one in particular?
Ugly
I've not
Sonic.
seen the movie yet.
Ugly Sonic.
But Ugly Sonic.
Ugly Sonic. They literally put a character in
the
the
Sonic
movie.
in the original trailer from the Sonic the
that
Hedgehog.
people complained about.
They put him
Yes, and he's named Ugly Sonic.
Ugly Sonic.
That's
but
awesome.
It's a great movie. Like, there's plenty of stuff for adults, and then the kids will have fun watching it. And
kids will have fun.
Yeah, they will. Yeah. But Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers, the new movie, and then if anybody's familiar with the term hentai, okay, sorry.
Stop right now.
I have enjoyed
Stop
my
right
time
now.
being here.
Stop right now. No, finish what you were going to say.
No, it's your turn.
Is it Perry's turn now?
No, so...
All right, Perry, tell us about the second time you got crabs.
What?
did she?
I want to hear about the first time.
Oh, the second time. Well, I've never told the first time story on the podcast
Well,
before.
second time is too many, Perry.
Second time was for science. Yeah, that was when I was in Wellwright, Kentucky. I was the guy who bought the town.
Yeah.
And that's how I got the crabs.
You bought that town?
Bought the town.
You bought that town?
I bought that town and I got the crabs.
You went downtown.
I hate this. Anyway.
Oh my god.
So, yay.
Free bottle to anyone who can guess the next song.
Jitterbug.
Okay. Jitterbug.
Jitterbug.
Like Wham Jitterbug?
No, they're too old for that.
Oh, or like that
don't know really
phone,
that.
phone that had like
Pretty
3
Woman.
numbers. And when they fall,
Definitely
they call it
Pretty
Woman.
Jitterbug. Like, yeah.
Eddie Money. Which Eddie Money song?
Satisfaction. I'm
2
gonna go
Tickets to Paradise?
I'm going to go Satisfaction by the Rolling Stones.
Oh,
My wife just left. I don't know what just happened. She's going to dance with an old man right now. Apparently.
No, it's Pretty Woman by
Roy Orbison.
Yeah, Roy Orbison. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a really good song, but I don't freaking know anymore, man. I'm gonna recommend a couple of things. They're both music-wise, though.
John Mayer.
No.
Okay.
Beartooth's new album.
I don't know what you just said to me.
Perry Ritter Band.
Yeah, go listen to the Drunk Show. So one of Kentucky boy, of course, but one of our favorite artists, at least within our family, Chris Stapleton, was part of the Metallica cover project.
What?
Yeah, he did Nothing Else Matters.
As soon as you said that, that's the only thing I could have pictured him singing.
No,
so.
it's incredible. I mean, like, I want him to do an entire album just on his own.
I'd like to see him do Injustice for All. I could see, like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Hearing him do one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. My name's Eric.
Also, I'm about halfway through it, but the new Harry Styles album is really good, so...
Did you say Harry Styles?
Yeah, Harry Styles from One Direction.
He did.
Oh.
It's like that scene in Joe Dirt, you know.
Anyway, there are no refunds. So...
I love Harry Styles. It's great. It's great.
It doesn't sound like it. Before we get to the end of the show, wrap everything up, I got to say, of course, a few sentimental thank yous. First and foremost to Jason and Chad for joining us for this live show.
I hate you, but I love you.
Look at this. Look at the eyes.
Don't even.
I want to
Thank you
say
guys
a
both.
huge thank you to everybody who is here. You guys make the podcast what it is. The fact that we have people listening to the show every week. Sorry.
I can't wait to hear this back on my way to work and just hear that.
I'm going to cut out all of our voices, and it's just going to be covers.
My wife still hasn't. April still has not come back yet.
But it is incredibly important for me to recognize the fact that there are people who listen to the show every week and support the show, whether it's through Patreon or by jumping on live streams and just being present. And it's such an important thing. And I cannot say thank you enough. Also, I hear a cell phone ringing somewhere. If you want to get that, But
Oh, that's Juvenile playing right now.
Is that what that was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Juvenile.
I also want to say thank you to this guy in particular because a year ago I didn't know what direction the podcast was going to be going in, and
damn, crowd tonight is on it.
funnier than anything I've said since I've been on stage.
On
tonight.
it.
I cannot thank Eric enough for being a part of this family now. And
yeah, she definitely gets a fireball for that.
And stepping up and just this weekend would not have happened without you, man. And I love you. You're one of my best friends in the entire world. And I'm so thankful for everything that you not only bring to the show, but everything that you push me to do to make the show better. So,
God, why am I the one? I mean, tearing up right now.
Well,
okay,
I don't know. Why are you? But
I don't know.
Also, it's important to thank our incredible wives as well.
She's not here.
She's
over there.
Yeah, I don't know where April
April's
went.
in Wheeler.
But for giving us the chance to step away from a little bit and do something like this. And
there she is.
There's April.
Hey.
She looks very happy, so there's some lucky old man on the other side.
She's got a house in Hampton.
Apparently. Yeah. Rinse that mouth out. Let's go. Lord have mercy.
Who did you flash? Anyway.
Some guy's got a broken hip in there right now.
What I was saying, though, April, before you came back in, was we are very, very fortunate to have understanding and compassionate and accepting wives who allow us to go and do this and take time away from normal life. And we love you all, and thank you so much for everything.
Woo! Will Wright, represent. Here we go.
So, with that in mind, do you want to take us home?
I will take us home.
Bring us home, Eric.
But first, these guys need to tell us where to follow them, where to subscribe.
You're right, sorry. I got too caught up in the sentimentality of it.
Let's kick it to not you, Jason. Where can people follow you?
Find me on the Mash and Drum on YouTube. Definitely, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do. I put out about 3 or 4 videos a week, including a live stream. You can find me on Instagram at the Mash and Drum as well.
I barely do a post.
Yeah. I appreciate everyone who came today, supported myself, supported Perry. He's a great friend, and I can't say thank you enough, guys. I appreciate it, Perry.
Go on, buddy.
And as much as it pains me to say it, of these two, this was the one who asked me to be here tonight, so I appreciate him for asking me to be here. I love you, Perry. You can find me at MyDailyBourbon on Instagram. I try to post every day when possible, as long as work permits. But thank you guys for being here. This is fun. I've just enjoyed hanging out with people, so this is a nice thing again.
If you go to the Total Wine at Sir Barton, ask for Chad and say you got any Blantons, and this is the one you'll get.
Perry, I feel like before we say thank you to everyone else, we should thank the band for.
Thank you to the band for sure.
Thank you for tonight's ambiance.
That's a word for it.
And if you haven't become part of the Patreon, you can become that at $1 to support the show.
What are the words that you're saying?
I don't know.
You want to start over?
I'm having a good time right now.
$10 to support the band next door.
Oh, My Bourbon Pod at Patreon. You can support the show for as little as $1 a month, and at $5 you get all the extra stuff. What is this? The extra stuff, or is this? This is the main episode.
This is the episode.
But if you want to hear us talk about popcorn pours and Jeffrey Wack sitting on the couch with me, go to the Patreon.
Do you remember last night?
Whack attack! Whack attack! Whack attack!
Actually, during the blind tasting today, he did say he was broken, so I don't know what happened last night.
Do I really have to go through all this? I do.
Yeah, because we're not recording it.
Yeah, I forgot. Threadless Shop. This is My Bourbon Podcast. You can get some.
It's MyBourbonShop.threadless.com.
You know, I've been doing this for like a year and I still don't remember all this stuff.
I know.
So,
I know
if you want to get Perry put a shirt on for the weekend, if you want to go to Threadless Shop, My Bourbon Pod, you can get that there. If you want to leave a message for the bell ring, do we have a bell rings?
Not this week.
Oh, you will next week.
859-428-8253.
Yeah.
What is it? Bourbon no shirts.threadless.com?
We only sell pasties.
And then on all the social, you can do My Bourbon Pod. We're on Instagram. We used hashtag TIMBW2022. If you want to post anything or share this, you can do that. And then I'm at Whiskey Mutant on Instagram. And is that it? Leave a review. Tell your friends. Everybody in here, tell everybody about the podcast. Even though you're here on the podcast, that sounds weird.
Go back to reviewing other apps in the App Store with
this
a review of the podcast.
This guy's got way more followers than me on Instagram, so he knows about the algorithm. So whatever he just said, do that. And then, once again, follow these guys on all their socials, YouTube. Do that. If you want to follow Perry on his personal stuff, PRitter1792, send him some DMs. Slide into those DMs. Lucy doesn't care. She doesn't care.
She cares.
Yeah, no, she doesn't care. Thank you to the
he's telling
bartender
you.
in the back.
Yes. Thank you to the Clarion Hotel as well for hosting us.
There's
this
another
weekend.
cowboy in the back. Thank that guy.
That's
Then our main cowboy right here. Thank him. Thank
We
you,
gotta
Bostic,
give
for
some love to
the-
David and Kira.
Thank you to Knows Your Bourbon
Knows Your Bourbon.
for
Knows Your
dropping off
Bourbon.
some good stuff
Yes.
for the all-in folks.
Yes. Darren Wright, if you got a hot sauce, that was because of him. He got that.
Whiskey Lab for our Glencairn toppers
Yes,
as well,
Whiskey
which
Lab
are
for that.
amazing.
David and Kira, thank you so much for everything y'all
Bless
did.
y'all.
Thank
Bless
you.
y'all.
Game.
Love you guys so much.
Make sure you follow
Yes,
WhiskeyChannel.com for the best
I-
in whiskey and comedy reviews.
Do you want to say anything right now, Kira?
Yeah, thank you for remembering about us.
What?
You're like going through the room, the cowboy. I'm right here.
We're going in a circle, like the cowboy and then you guys. There. So.
No, thank you.
If you want any snacks, there's a whole box of snacks back there. Please take that. Perry, thank you so much.
Eric, thank you, buddy.
No, seriously, like, you can ask April. I love podcasts. I love listening to people review stuff, and the fact that you even considered asking me is, I don't even know what to say. We've become best friends over the past year, and
turn that bottle around. Turn that bottle
Huh?
around. Turn that bottle around.
this one, the Tennessee,
Yeah, turn it
that
around.
does not represent friendship at all.
Turn it around.
Rivals no more. There's nothing on there that makes me think of Perry. Oh, okay.
Oh, didn't
sorry,
we just
you
become
ruined
best
it.
friends?
Sorry, we had to help him figure it out.
But
Eric
seriously-
touched Perry's drum set.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
but seriously, like, it's been so fun being a part of this.
You want to do karate in the garage?
We do karate in your garage.
Yeah, we really do.
Yeah,
that's
I
true.
literally,
We're-
I kicked you in the throat one time. Like it was.
yeah,
it
that's
was
why
crazy.
for like 3 weeks I couldn't talk.
Yeah. So.
And
but seriously.
next week is lightsaber duels.
Oh hell yeah. But seriously, thank you guys for showing up.
Yes, thank you all so much.
I don't know what else to say. I love you.
I love you too, brother.
Yes. So here we go.
I'll say this. We have all been cordially invited to join the reunion next door.
Really?
I'm not even kidding.
Like we can go over and dance
No,
with
we
them?
can go hang out with the old folks.
Oh, I'm twerking my ass off.
Take down the wall.
Can you give us an example of that right now?
Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
Show me your twerk.
Yeah.
Best twerk. I will twerk with you.
Hashtag nailed it. All right, that's gonna give people some
Perry?
nightmares.
Nope.
Perry.
No. With all that.
Your sister even said, "Fucking no."
Yeah,
Perry."
I know. Yeah, that's why I said no as well. With all that in mind, I want to say again, thank you all so much for being here. We appreciate and love you guys endlessly. Thank you so much for listening. If you're listening to this episode, subscribe.
Oh,
follow.
this is going to be an episode.
Yeah, this is an actual episode too. That's it for this week. We'll see you all real soon. Until then, I'm Perry.
I'm Jason from the Master Drum.
I'm Chad from MyDailyBourbon.
I'm Kira.
That's Kira.
Who are you?
I'm David. I'm nobody. Get on with it.
Jeez Louise.
I'm fucking Eric.
I know you are.
So's your wife.
This is my Bourbon Podcast.
Woo!